Ladies and gentlemen, I did it. Yes! Come on!
Yes, good morning everybody. It is 6:51 AM. Saturday the 28th of October 2023. Day 6 week 16 and training for the Manchester Marathon. It's marathon day. I just woke up. Yeah, to be fair, I didn't sleep too bad. There's no nerves at the minute, to be fair as well. To be fair, I was sleeping. I was having quite a funny dream, and then also I've actually forgot that I'm running a marathon today. The reason why I woke up this time is I want to try and act out the actual day. So I want to actually be out the door by 9 AM. And for me, I usually have to eat and wait 2 hours before I go out. Yeah, I'll go and do that now, I think. It is so cold as well. I just want to stay in bed, man. Right, I'm going to crack on.
Yeah, at this stage, no nerves kicking in, and all I was thinking about at the time was what I was going to have for breakfast.
Right then, it is currently 8 minutes past 7. I managed to get dressed somewhat. I'm going to get ready about half an hour before, but I've just made my breakfast. So I've got coffee, because I need it. I need some caffeine. And yeah, a decent amount of porridge. So yeah, I'm going to scram this. So yeah, I wanted to be out the door by like 9 o'clock on the dot, but this will probably take me about 15 minutes. Yeah, we should be out the door for about 9:20 hopefully. So yeah, I'm going to go and eat this and then sort of figure out what I'm going to do for 2 hours.
So yeah, I carved my breakfast down. It was now time just to try and occupy myself, mainly for the first hour, just trying to shift my focus away from the fact I was going out to do a marathon. And yeah, just chill out. At the minute, the nerves still weren't kicking in, which was good at the time. And yeah, I did think I was going to struggle a little bit to occupy myself. Thankfully, I had a lot of stuff to watch on YouTube. And yeah, just letting the porridge and coffee do its thing.
Right then, the time is 8:28. We've got roughly an hour before the marathon. But yeah, this past hour, I've just been sort of preparing. So yeah, I haven't really been doing much in terms of what I'll be taking today. So yeah, this is the current the current selection. So yeah, we've got 2 Beta Fuel Cis Energy Chews with 6 Cis Energy Gels and a Royal Protein Bar. And I'm most likely gonna bring like a banana and obviously my water. So yeah, we've got an hour, so I'm gonna get rid of this beard or tree it down. Do my final bit of preparing.
So yes, at this stage, it was time for me to sort of actually fully prepare for what I was going to take. And yeah, I did think what I was bringing was probably me overpacking, but considering at this time a marathon is something that I've never done before, it's going to be 10 kilometers above my furthest ever run. I don't know how my body's going to react. I don't know how anything's going to react, to be honest. So I thought it was best to overpack than to underpack, essentially. Yeah, it was finally time to sort of stop chilling out, sort of getting myself ready to run 26.2 miles.
Right then, the time is now 9:05. As you can see, I've actually finally trimmed the beard a bit. Yeah, I've got all my nutrition there. I've got my bag. I need to put the water in that, and I need to pack all my nutrition into that bag. Yeah, I'm still feeling really good at the minute. Like, I know I'm still so far away from the Manchester Marathon. Yes, I will be doing a marathon today, and just to put it out there, at this moment in time, I'm not too fussed about the timings, because the route that I'm going on can be quite busy at times, and plus it isn't like all roads are closed, etc. So that will all play a part. But if we're talking about timings, at the start when I knew nothing about running really, I always wanted to get a sub 5 hour, which for me is definitely achievable. So I think the time that I'll be buzzing about is actually below average, but it's 4.5 hours, and anything below that's a bonus. But yeah, the plan for today is just to get it done, get the first marathon in the tank. Still got another 5 months to build upon this. I don't think I'm in a bad position. So yeah, the plan is just get everything packed, try and flush everything out of my system, and then yeah, about 10 minutes before, I'll do some good stretching, and yeah, we'll head out the door for the first marathon.
So yeah, once I finally got myself ready, made sure that I was fully packed, it was time to get some stretches in, because the one thing that I've learned during this marathon training, and one main tip that I probably would give to anybody who wants to actually run a marathon or just start running in general, is to always make sure that you warm up, you stretch, and spend some good time doing it before you head out, especially if you're going out for a long run like a marathon, just because I've found it so helpful in like maintaining my training, and it definitely helps recovery and just overall makes you more consistent. So yeah, usually I only spend about 5-10 minutes stretching, and then I usually do a bit of walking here and there. I usually have to walk for a little bit anyway before I actually start my run, but I knew today, considering it was a marathon, I knew I had to stretch a bit longer, and yeah, just to me fully get myself prepared. Let's go. And now the stretches are done. I'm feeling warm, I'm feeling ready. The nerves are kicking in a little bit now, knowing that I'm just so close to heading out the door and running the first marathon. But yeah, I made sure I got everything I had, make sure that my shoes were on comfy, I was fully prepared, and then that time I was ready to head out the door.
Yes everybody, the timer has officially been started for the marathon. I was getting a little bit nervous as I started walking to where I was going to start. Yeah, it's all about staying composed, not going too quick. And the plan is in terms of pacing, just to do it at around 6 minutes, low to mid, maybe even high sometimes. Yeah, the ultimate goal is just to get it done. Try and last without stopping, which is quite a big ask, but I'll try it 100%. So yeah, first few steps feel good. It's all about getting into the rhythm, and especially because I'm doing a new route as well, I'm still going to have to adapt my running pace into that. So I think with this marathon, it's still crazy. I think because it's so long, I was speaking to my sister about it, and she suggested 7km intervals. So yeah, we'll get cracking, and I'll see you at the 7km mark. I'm running a marathon. This is mental. Oh my god.
And just like that, the marathon was underway. I think the main thought was at the time was just to make sure I definitely don't start too quick. Because to be honest, at the time as well, there wasn't really that much like adrenaline, if you will. I think that's the main difference of running your own marathon in comparison to like running a marathon at an event. Because you've got thousands of people around you, you've got crowds, you've got the actual full occasion. So yeah, I don't think I actually really felt it that much at the start anyway. So yeah, I was just mainly just focusing on the pace. And yeah, just overall just running like I have been in my training sessions.
Yes, everybody just got to the 7km mark. I'm not long to pass it. I'm 43 minutes in right now. And yeah, to be honest, that time has absolutely ripped. Like, yeah, it's gone so quick. But yeah, feeling really good at the minute. I do have an urge to go to the toilet. Not at number 2 though, so that's a bit more manageable. But yeah, all feeling good at the minute. No physical problems. And yeah, I'm a 6th of the way there. And yeah, to be fair, I found running this route, mild bike route, is quite refreshing. I've had one gel at the 35-minute mark, so I'm going to try and aim for one like every 30 to 45 minutes. So yeah, that's the plan. And the water, I've only had like a couple sips. And paces, I actually went quite quick for the first few, but now I'm starting to get into the 6 minutes, which again, I'm more than happy with. So yeah, that's the first check-in. No real concerns for me yet, and hopefully throughout. With that being said, I'm gonna crack on, and I'll see you at the 14km mark.
So yeah, that was the first 7k done, and honestly, was probably, from what I remember, was one of the easiest 7ks I've ever done. Like, my legs felt so fresh. I don't know whether that's just because obviously tapering was reducing the intensity, or just a stretching, or just in general. I'm not sure what it was, but I felt so comfy. But yeah, for the start, generally speaking, couldn't really ask for any more.
Yes, I am back. I've just hit the 14km mark. Been running for an hour and 26 minutes, and yeah, still feeling pretty good right now. There's been a little bit of aching in the legs, but nothing too crazy. I expect a little bit of aching. Yeah, I'm not too concerned at the minute. Pace-wise, I'll be getting into that low to mid 6-minute range now. To be fair, there has been some times where it's been really busy and hard to cross the road, especially with traffic lights, etc. So yeah, that's maybe a bit slower. But yeah, generally speaking, not concerned really. I had my second gel at the 12km mark, which was around an hour and 15. I'm concerned about them though, because they've been awful so far. Like, horrible and clunky and not smooth at all. I think my plan is to have one more and then probably go for the 2s. But yeah, I've got about 4km left until I'm back on my usual 10k routes. But I'm just running all over the place at the minute because cars are coming and oh, but yeah, I feel like a write-off. Thing is, I just don't want to stop. But this roundabout is so busy. Oh my god, I feel like such a knobhead. See my opportunity. And I've crossed the road, happy days, yes. Yeah, again, I think that's it from me for now. We are officially a third of the way there. Feeling good. And yes, I will see you again at the 21k/halfway mark. Come on!
So yeah, 14km deep. Still wasn't experiencing any problems. And yeah, as I mentioned, the one thing that has screwed me up until this point, I mean, yeah, I say screwed, but like, it didn't affect me too much, but it just wasn't nice. It was just the quality of my gels. So the gels that I was using, as I previously shown, was the cyst gels, which is what I've been using in my marathon training. And generally speaking, they've been really, really good. But they are also usually really smooth. Whereas these ones, for some reason, were just really clunky and just horrible to eat. So yeah, that was like throughout the whole duration of the marathon, which yeah, wasn't ideal. Of course, I prevailed, we cracked on, and yeah, we're still feeling very good.
Yes, my beautiful people, I've just hit the 21km mark, officially halfway through. It has taken me just over 2 hours and 10 minutes, and yeah, still in high spirits. I won't lie, the hamstrings feeling a little bit tight, but aside from that, all is good. No problems with focusing or breathing, etc. Paces are now pretty much solid at mid 6 minutes, which again, I'm more than happy with. Timing is not an issue, it's just all about getting it done. And yes, I'm now back on the usual 10k route. I'm on the canal now at the 1 hour and 55-minute mark. I had my first 3 chews, which yeah, tasted way better than my gel so far. Yeah, my plan is to take another gel at around the 2 hour and 55-minute mark. Hopefully the gel will be nicer. Yeah, no crazy issues at the minute. Just a bit of tightness at the back of my hamstrings. Me needing the toilet is gone. Yeah, in terms of water, I've still got plenty of that. I've just been taking little sips now and again. Because yeah, the weather's been a bit weird today. It's been sort of warm and it's just been spitting, but now the sun's out. It's yeah, a strange one. Yeah, I'm gonna get my head down again. I'm gonna keep ploughing through it. And yes, I will see you again at the 28km mark. Halfway there, man. Come on.
So yeah, at this point, I'll probably say this is where I first sort of hit an encounter which sort of affected my running, just because that's when the legs weren't feeling as fresh as they did at the start. And to be fair, I have noticed it in my marathon training, where when I get to this mark, it's usually the back of the hamstrings that usually feel the effects. But yeah, for some reason, what I also found quite weird was that my right foot would usually be hurting as well. And I think that's down to the shoes, but like, there wasn't any problems, which yeah, was really strange. Thankfully today, it wasn't really an issue. But yeah, at this stage, still feeling good, just that tightness, which didn't really have an effect effect on flat surfaces, but did have a slight effect when I was going up hills, etc. So yeah, halfway in, and at that moment I had no problem of keeping on going. Yes everybody, the 28km mark has officially been reached. In terms of how I'm feeling, still pretty decent. Again, literally the only problem at the minute is the back of the hamstrings, as I'm starting to feel quite tight now. Yeah, so 2/3 of the way there, I'm completing this marathon. Yeah, to be fair, I've just got a bit of a chuckle because some knob turned left at a roundabout without his indicator when he was approaching the roundabout as if he was going straight ahead. So it threw me off guard. Yeah, that has woken me up a little bit. Yeah, I've got 14km left. I think it is going to be difficult, to be honest. It just depends on how tight these hamstrings get. Yeah, I'm just going to take my time. I'm not going to give up. I'm doing this marathon today, whether I stop and then have to walk. It's happening. And yeah, recently, about 7 minutes ago, I had my third gel on. I tell you something, they are having a rotter today. None of them are smooth. It's horrible. See, I might be resorting to the 2s. So I'll probably have the next line of 2s out around the 3.5 hour mark, give or take. And yeah, water, I think I've still got a decent amount of that. I've just been taking little sips. So yeah, with that being said, I'm going to crack on and I'll see you at the 35km mark. God, that seems so far away. Right, so the 28km mark, and yeah, I think at this stage the problem with their tight hamstrings was sort of developing. Still being able to run, but I think I was slightly slowing down a bit. But yeah, as I also said, the gels were just having an absolute mare, which made things a little bit more difficult. I mean, at the end of the day, I knew I had to consume them because I knew I didn't want to hit the wall. Yeah, this is when it was soon approaching the uncomfy stage, because yeah, the furthest run I did before this was a 32km run. But it was all about making sure one foot went after the other, and that kept on going. Yes, everybody, I've just hit the 35km mark in just over 3 hours and 42 minutes, and my god, honestly, I think this is what they call the hardest bit of the marathon, both physically and mentally, and I can feel that now. I am struggling. My hamstrings are so tight. I can feel it in my calves as well. Yeah, this is not easy now. I've got 7km left, and it's literally all a mental game pretty much now. There's no way I've come this far and not completing the marathon. I don't care if I need to walk. I'm 100% doing this marathon today. But yeah, I'm in a lot of pain right now. Paces I've slowed right down pretty much. I'm like the high 6 minutes now, which at this point I don't care about timings. It's just about getting it done. And yeah, I've definitely needed a lot more water recently. I think I'm almost out of that. I did have another gel, which again was clunky, and I've not long had a banana and another 3 blocks of those energy chews. Oh man, I'm gonna put the phone away again. Try and get in the zone. The marathon ain't no joke, man. Come on. Man, yeah, at this stage, I'll probably say this was probably the hardest stage of running in general, or I've ever been in running. Everything was just starting to hurt. My feet were starting to hurt a little bit, but then the pain at the back of the hamstrings and the calves and the tightness was just hurting with every step. And yeah, I remember directly after finishing off this segment, I had a really high uphill and it just absolutely killed. But yeah, at this point, I realised that the difference of running 32k, it almost felt like 32km was a halfway mark. And yeah, literally, it was just all about just mainly the mental game at this point, because I already sort of knew the physical side of me was starting to drift. But yeah, that's when the mental strength came in. I was thinking about how much training I put in, how shameful I would feel if I just stopped and yeah, just kept on putting one foot in front of the other. As I knew in 7km time I'd reach something that I never thought I would. So yeah, I said to myself, keep going, try and stay mentally focused as you can, and well, the rest is history. Yes! Come on! Yes! Oh my god, yes! Come on! Oh my god. Oh man, that seemed like such a wuss. Oh my god. I'm so emotional right now. Oh my god. Come on! I've officially ran my first ever marathon. Oh my god, you can hear it in my voice, man. I'm so proud of myself, honestly. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Oh my god, I can't speak properly. Oh my god, I did it. I ran 4.5 hours, literally without stopping. I didn't even stop once. I'm just so emotional. Oh my god, just the mental battle. I think that's why I'm emotional, just because it was probably one of the hardest things, if not the hardest thing I've ever had to do mentally. Oh man, I need to calm down. I'm so sorry. But as always, on the screen, now you can see my Strava details, including all the splits. 4 hours, 31 minutes and 29 seconds on my watch. So it's literally just above what I wanted, but I'll take that without a doubt. All that hard work has paid off. Oh my god. I've completed a marathon in 4 months worth of training, and we still have 5 months left until the Manchester Marathon. I think I'm back to normal now. I'm trying my best to be. I've got no energy. I've got nothing left. I've left everything out there. Oh man, I'm second guessing whether they should put me like sobbing on YouTube. It's just someone who's just passionate of what they've been doing. I've been so passionate about running. Now I've started running and I just look at where I've come from. Now being able to run a marathon, insane. But yeah, it is currently 19 minutes past 2. I think I will check in with you again a bit later. I'm just going to try and just mentally break down what I've just done. So yeah, I'll see you sometime later today. I'm not sure when, but I will. Oh my god, come on! So yeah, just like that, I managed to run my first ever marathon in just just over 4 hours and 31 minutes. And yeah, as you saw, the emotions got the better of me. Still, I've been sitting here just thinking, do I release me sobbing on YouTube? But yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with just like sort of putting out there something that I've just been really passionate about. All that training, all the pain and the mental strength just to keep on going was worth it. The emotion was just feeling proud of myself just because I kept going. I think, to be honest, this is probably the best individual achievement I've ever done, just because it was just something that I just decided off my own back. And yeah, I couldn't be happier. And just to think that it is not over, we've still got over 5 months to train and to keep going for the Manchester Marathon on the 14th of April 2024. Yes, everybody, time is 32 minutes past 6, and yeah, of course it's a bit later now from the marathon. Oh man, I've just been chilling out really. I stayed in the bath for like an hour and a half. Yeah, apologies about the emotion. I was just like a mixture of just like relief and just pure happiness, to be honest. But the one thing that really annoys me, it shouldn't matter, Strava, I stopped at the 42.2 kilometre mark, and now for some reason it's now shown as 42.04 kilometres, which means when you view the activity, it doesn't actually show that I've done a marathon, which frustrates me, man. Like, I know it doesn't really matter because I know I've run a marathon. But yeah, in terms of how I'm feeling physically, nowhere near as bad as I thought it would. The legs are still aching, but yeah, nothing too mad. And tomorrow isn't a rest day because I'm going to the Man United versus Man City game, and I'm standing, and I'm more likely going to have to stand on the train, and I'm going to walk a decent amount as well. So
the next day.
Yes, everybody, it is actually the next day, the day after the marathon. Yes, it is currently 46 minutes past 8. I'm actually walking back home now. I've just been to Old Trafford to watch that absolute horror show against Man City. Yeah, it was absolutely horrific. Yeah, I just thought I'd just check in just because like I've done a lot today. Like usually they tell you to rest after a marathon. I had to stand up the whole train journey there to Manchester, which is an hour and 10 minutes because the train was rammed, and I walked to the stadium, which is about 3 miles from the train station. Then I had to stand up all game because I'm in the lower section. Then I had to walk back to Manchester station because there was a medical emergency in Cornbrook. Thankfully I got to sit down on the train back. So I've currently done 17,000 steps, and yeah, I'll actually be sure to put on my final step counter when I get back home. But tomorrow I've got the day off work, and that is a complete chill day. A weekend to remember, but also to forget. Also, let me know with regards to the next bit of training, which is going to be in about a week's time. So it's actually the 30th of October as I'm recording this. So I'm actually going to be taking this week off of actually sticking to a plan. So I'm still going to be exercising, but only ways where I feel comfy. And then yeah, next week I'll be back on the plan. So would you like me to still record it in the ways that I've done, document it in the way that I've done? Do you want me to switch it up a bit? If you've made it this far, it'd be greatly appreciated if you could actually just let me know in the comments. But yes, first one done, next one in April 2024. Let's go, man. Manchester Marathon 2024, you're next. Still crazy to me now, to be honest.